is the thoughts of God, right? And his thoughts are higher than our thoughts, right? And his thoughts are in his word. The only way we can change is by his word. And his word does what? Penetrate our heart, right? And it causes us to now reflect or act like God. How do we do that? Because we become the children of God through his word. And when we have his word, we begin to act like our daddy. And our daddy don't lie. And our daddy don't steal. And he's given us his word. He put it in our mouth so we can be like him. And not only us be like him, but our children begin to reflect him. And our grandchildren begin to reflect him. But who does it have to hit first? Me. I got to be changed. And how am I changed? So how do I get his word? Where did he say his word is at? It's in my mouth. It's in my mouth. So thank you. I have to begin to speak those things that the word told me. What's the first thing I need to speak? Come on, say it again. Love God. I got to speak what he told me. He told me in the first commandment is to love God. So the first thing I need to begin to speak is, God, I love you with all of my heart, and God sees that because he said it. Come on, he said it. He said, turn to him. So, right? Come on, for my thoughts, not your thoughts, your ways, not my ways, said the Lord, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So I connect with his thoughts through his word. And when I connect with his thoughts through his word, I begin to speak his word. And as I speak his word does not return unto him void, which we're going to see, but it began to do something. So he says, if you love me, I'll give you the spirit to love me. If you love, so when you hear people say, oh, I love God, but then they don't do the things that God, how am I supposed to believe you love God? When you've made everything God's but God. But God told us, number one thing, what did he tell us? To love him. Now, okay, let's get a handle on this love thing. We ain't talking about the little boo thing. Because you loved him yesterday, you loved her yesterday, and you can't stand her today. Okay, let me drink my water and mind my business. God ain't talking about that kind of love. What kind of love is God talking about? We talked about this a couple of sermons ago. What kind of love is this? We talked about it. It was in the sermon. God so loved the world that he gave. So what kind of love is this? It's a giving love. It's a sacrificial love, right? It's a forgiving love, right? It's a redeeming love. Right, so if we say we love but we can't forgive, that ain't love, right? Because if we say we love God but then we can't give, that's not love. If we can't sacrifice, that's not love. See, we got it twisted because when we was in the 8th grade, we told somebody, oh, I love you. Or listen, even our mother and father told us they loved us but abandoned us. So we try to equate that kind of love with the love of God. So we try to tie in the love of her with the love of God. But that's not love. See, love causes me to love you more than I love myself. Ain't nobody said that. Love is not selfish. Love is about everybody else but you. Where do we get that from? Because God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. He gave his only son. He gave him to do what? Be a sacrifice for you and me. Even before we were even born, he figured out a way to forgive us for the mess we was about to do, that we did do, and we gonna do. Because we ain't perfect yet. Saved by grace.